You know, it's nice to be back in Skyrim after adventures to Solstheim and Falskar and Wormstooth and the Civil War in between. It's nice to just be able to wander the streets of Whiterun and have nothing to worry about. In fact, you know what? I feel like going to the tavern. What do you think?
Oh, been tending your hounds? You smell like a wet dog.
Yeah, whatever. I feel like a
You face
quieter
danger
night
without
tonight, so
hesitation.
let's go to the Drunken Huntsman.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler
Hi,
if
the
you have any
9.
questions.
I can't believe it's you. I was just asking around if anyone knew where I might find you.
Oh, here we go again. So, why are you looking for me?
My master and I recently arrived here in Skyrim from
We sell
Cyrodiil.
bows,
It's been a long
arrows, and
journey,
ale.
but he sent me to see if I could find you.
To be sure.
I thought I'd check the tavern and inn here in Whiterun first, and then set out for the other towns tomorrow. But fortunately the gods favour me today, as you seem to have found me instead. He's heard of your escape from that awful dragon
I'll be happy
attack
to
and
assist
urgently
you
needs
if
to
you'd like
speak
to
with you.
purchase something.
I know nothing more than that. He's at the inn in Falkreath. Could you please meet him at your earliest convenience? He only wishes to talk to you. Yeah, he gave me this note to give you, and a small token of his appreciation. Now then, I bid you good day, as I have another errand to run. No rest for the weary, as they say. Good day.
Okay.
I can tell you're no stranger to the wilds. I'm sure we can meet your hunting needs.
Well, it looks like we're being roped into yet another adventure.
Your
Let's go in the
fearlessness
morning,
never
though.
ceases to impress me.
Okay, let's take a look at this note then, see what this guy wants. Dear friend, after I got word of your survival from the terrible dragon attack in Helgen, I came to Skyrim as fast as I could. Wait, the dragon attack in Helgen? That was months ago! I've done all sorts of stuff since then. I've sent my trusty messenger friend Patsy in the hope that he will be able to find you and give you this letter. Well, more like I found him, but anyway. You are one of the only survivors and you may have explicit knowledge that is vital to me. Okay, that makes sense. I would very much like to discuss the events of that day with you. These are truly desperate times and I hope you'll accept this small gift of gold as a token of my appreciation. Would you like to meet with me in the Dead Man's Drink in Falkreath? Sincerely, Marcus Jannus. Okay, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish. Well, it's morning, so let's get going. Well, we've arrived in Falkreath, bright and early.
Fear for the
This
boy, eh?
is Dead Man's
I'm a
Drink, so
swordsman.
let's go and find this guy.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
No, that's a courier.
Dwarf's bones. Handsome man in Falk.
I don't recognize you.
Hmm?
So, are you Marcus Jannus?
Oh, bless the divines, you came! Well met, and welcome. We have much to discuss. Will you tell me, what happened in Helgen?
Well, it was rather a long time ago, but you already know Helgen was attacked by a dragon. Have you ever seen one?
Well, no, now that you
I
mention
could
it.
afford to pay you both, Nari. I really do.
I doubt any civilians made it out of there alive. The place was laid to waste.
Then it's as I feared. My brother and his family are lost. Gods damn it all. I'd hoped for better news.
I mean, there are bandits living there now, so even if they survived, they're not there.
Yes, I've heard the fort is full of them. But appearances can also be deceiving. If I'm right, these are no bandits at all. I have it on good authority there is a man known only as Val inside the keep. He's the leader of a small group of mercenaries, for lack of a better term. Their aim is to kill Thalmor wherever they're found. That they've come out of hiding is beyond mysterious. They're insurrectionists. A resistance movement, if you will.
Insurrectionists against the Thalmor? And you know this guy?
His name is Valerius Tiberius Artoria. We served for many years together in the Imperial Legion, as captains under Titus Mede II during the Great War. He was a good man in those days, an honorable man. Then the Aldmeri invaded and murdered his wife, son, and daughter in cold blood.
I see. And what do I have to do with this?
I need you to go try and talk to Valerius. Reason with him. Tell him Marcus Jannus requests a meeting with him. Tell him I'll come to the fort alone. Present company excluded, of
At
course.
some point we should hire Tekla on here.
Give this ring to him.
If she could just spend less
It was
time
his wife's
serving
wedding
Dengue.
band.
I wish I
If
could
any of his
afford to
men
pay
try to
for
accost you, show it to
Really?
them and tell them it is a gesture of goodwill from me. They'll give you quarter if they know I sent you. Approach the guards and show them the ring. Tell them Marcus Jannus sent you to see Valerius Tiberius Artoria on urgent business. Show them this note with my seal, but tell them it's for Valerius. His eyes only. Please, return to me as soon as you can. I'll prepare to leave and be ready to go when you return. Make haste, young one, and may fortune favor the foolish.
Okay then. Well, I guess we're heading for Helgen. Well, I'm nearly there. Of course it's quite dim in the shadow of the throat of the world there. But it's still morning. This is the place. And this gate's locked, apparently. Hello? Yes.
Stop right there. Don't even think about moving. You see my friends coming? They won't hesitate to kill you if you so much as breathe funny. Now,
Well, to
who
try.
are you? And what is the meaning of this intrusion? Quickly now, speak.
Well, I'm the Dragonborn. But don't worry, I'm not here to start any trouble.
Then you need to give me a reason why we shouldn't just kill you where you stand.
Well, I have an urgent matter that I need to discuss with Valerius. I know he's here.
Never heard of him. You are mistaken. There's nobody by that name here. Now, be on your way. We don't want to hurt you.
Yes, I know there is, though. I have an urgent message from Marcus Jannus. I must be given passage.
Don't know him either. I'm beginning to run out of patience with you. Leave now.
No. I know who you are, and you are not bandits.
I don't know who you are, stranger, or what you want. But I advise you to choose your words very carefully from here on out.
It's you that's playing stupid. I have a gift from Marcus. It's Val's wife's wedding ring. Does that help?
Let me see that. Did you say Marcus Jannus? From the war, Marcus Jannus. Why didn't you say so?
I did. And I have a letter from him to Valerius for his eyes only.
Very well. I will take you inside. But all of us have our eyes on you. And if you try and start trouble, it will be the last trouble you ever start. Follow me.
Hopefully this guy's a bit smarter than his god. Here? Yes?
Balthring, what do you think you're doing? Who is this person, and why have you brought them here?
He has an urgent message for you from Marcus Jannus. He was alone, and I thought you would want to talk to him.
What? Marcus Jannus?
Your fearlessness never
You've gone
ceases to
completely
impress
mad.
me.
That's impossible.
I thought the same thing, sir. But it's true. He showed me a letter to you with Marcus's seal. It's real, all right. And sir, somehow Marcus has found Sabrina's wedding ring and sent it to you.
Very well. We'll see about this. Balthring, you are dismissed. All of you may resume your patrols.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who you are or why you're here, so you'd better have some good answers to my questions. May I see that ring?
Of course, it's yours.
So you were sent by Marcus Jannus? Where is he now?
He's at the Dead Man's Drink in Falkreath, waiting for me to return with your answer.
And do you know how he came into possession of this ring?
No, I guess he must have found it in the Imperial City after you were imprisoned.
Yes, I suppose that may have been possible, but this is all so overwhelming.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I love them very deeply. I nearly went mad after they were murdered by those Altmere dogs. I wanted nothing but vengeance. Every day of my life is burned with nothing but the desire to make them pay for their murders. But enough of that. Let's see this letter you brought. Yes. Marcus Jannus. It's certainly you, all right. What do you want with me? Tell me, how has he found me here?
He heard that a bandit named Val had taken over the fort. He seemed to think it was you.
Very clever, that one. Always was. Bandits. It's not far from the truth, though. Fitting ruse is that's about what we've become. Living our lives in the shadows, hiding and skulking about like some caged skeever looking for his next piece of cheese.
Well, you're an honorable man. He said you served with distinction in the war.
Honor? Bah. Any honor I had died with the first Altmere diplomat I assassinated. I'm not the same man he knew. But no doubt he's filled your head with tales of glory from the war. Stories of the Keepers of Hattu.
What now?
I'm afraid that man no longer exists. This hatred, it's consumed me, taken my life. I suppose I would still be rotting down in that damn prison were it not for Marcus. Now I'm just rotting here instead. And rot is nonetheless still rot. The only difference, really, is where and how.
Well, maybe Marcus can help. Perhaps that's why he wants to meet with you.
Why would he want to help me? After he sees what I've become, he'll leave soon enough. But go tell him I'll meet with him regardless. At least then we can say our proper goodbyes to one another. Never got to do that before. Now, be gone. Please leave me in peace.
And can I just say, just because you've done some bad things doesn't make you a bad person. You can change. You may well have changed since then. People change. I mean, I'm the proof of that. So, I'll go back to Falkreath.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
No thanks.
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Need
you've
something?
changed.
Is it true that you're the Archmage of the College of Winterhold? You sure do get around, don't you?
Indeed. And I talked to Val. He agreed to meet with you.
Excellent. Well done, my friend. I'm ready to go, but there's just one thing. I'm getting too old for fighting. Well, at least by myself, that is. I was hoping that it wouldn't be too much of a burden on you to escort me to the keep. There's another 250 gold in it for you, if you will.
Sure. I'm gonna have to head that way anyway, I guess.
I'm right behind you, but don't go too fast. Unlike you young ones, I'm not cut out for this shite anymore.
Right. Excuse me, Freya. Can I compass? There we go. Okay, on the road to Helgen once more. So I can get in this way now. I remember going through here. Well, it was above it. I went through the roof. Now they were attacked that first time. Yep, through the inn. Right along here. Right on that wall. I hope Marcus can keep up. Yeah, and then into the keep. Is he keeping up? I don't know. We shall see. Yep, there he is.
Hilarious Valerius Tiberius Artoria, you old dog. Come here, my friend. Let us have a look at you.
Marcus, why have you come here?
Valerius, I'm sure this
Your
is quite a
fearlessness
shock.
never ceases to
Terribly
impress
unexpected.
me.
Shh. I came here to check on my family, but it appears none of them survived.
No matter
And I
where the road
realized you
takes
were here,
us.
so I
My
decided it was
thoughts
in
are
both
with
our interests for two old friends to meet again. At last.
Ah, your brother, yes. Marcus, I'm very sorry. But whatever the circumstances, it does my eyes good to see you again after all these years.
Yes. Same here, old friend. Same here. So, the Keepers of Hattu in Skyrim. Who would have ever dreamed of such a time?
All right, Jannus, what is it you really want? Don't forget, I know you, so out with it!
Yes, you do know me, old friend, better than most. Very well. I aim to rebuild this town, and make her my home.
Rebuild? Jannus, I have no intention of helping you or anyone else rebuild a town. I'm here on other business.
Yes, yes, I know, Valerius, but if what I propose is true, perhaps we can be mutually beneficial to one another. All I'm asking is that you hear me out. After that, if we're not in agreement, we can part ways and you'll likely never see me again. But Valerius, there's plenty of time to get to all that later. Right now, let's just catch up on old times.
Well, you're in luck, Jannus. Those bandits left some fresh wine downstairs, and I need a drink.
Yes, I could use a drink too, old friend. Let me say goodbye to my new friend, and I'll join you. I
Your dragon
can't thank you enough for
Never
your help.
believed in all that nonsense.
As agreed, here is your
Always trusted
compensation.
my instinct and my steel.
Thanks. But you never mentioned rebuilding Helgen until now. Why?
I apologize for that. I certainly wasn't intentionally keeping anything from you. I just wanted to meet with Valerius before I brought it up.
Fair enough.
But yes, I want to make Helgen my home. But she certainly has seen better days, that's for sure. You know, I grew up just across the border in Cyrodiil. And Helgen was always a place my family visited when I was a boy. I have many fond memories of those days. And now, with my brother and his family gone, let's just say he'd be happy that I settled here. And from what I could tell as we came in, it'll be a lot of work cleaning everything up. But nothing impossible. Then we can take a look at what's left of these buildings and begin rebuilding from there. I'm sure there'll be plenty of work for you if you're interested. Why don't you take a day and think about it? That'll give Valerius and I some time to catch up and come up with a plan. Can you return to see us in a day or so?
Sure.
Thank you once again, friend. I'll see you then.
Now then, Marcus, let's go get that wine. You're in one
Maybe
piece,
we will
so I
get
trust
that
your
break
trip went
after all.
smoothly.
Yes.
And of course I leveled. Was I increasing health or magicka? I can't remember. Let's just go with health for now. What perk shall I take? Is there anything I particularly want right now? I'm still way off Master Destruction. Disintegrate. Could be interesting. Respite, maybe? Is there something left for archery? No. Again, I'm getting a little close to that. It's only 80 and I'm 78. Or I could just put one into light armor. In fact, yes, I will do that. Rank 4 of Agile Defender. And we're back. A day later. Over there. I guess no. Must be further down the tunnels then.
So you defeated Alduin and saved Skyrim. There will be songs written for you for years, friend.
Sure. You said to return the following day, and here I am.
Ah, yes, we've been waiting for you. Now that you're here, we have a matter of grave importance to discuss with you. So you really think this nonsensical plan of yours will work, Val?
Jannus, it has to work. We have no choice. Now then.
What plan?
Reporting as ordered, sir.
Good. That armor looks good on you two.
Well, it itches, and it stinks.
It's had a dead man in it. What do you expect?
So, now that we're all here, Valerius, would you like to fill in our friend on your plan?
Please do.
Did you ever stop to wonder how my men and I came to this place?
I don't know, maybe to spy on the Thalmor?
Well, yes, but that's not all of it. Up until a couple of weeks ago, we were still in Cyrodiil. And our sources began reporting on new Thalmor activity taking place south of here. Rumor was that they were turning an old fort into a prison for captured Talos worshippers. And I deemed the reports credible enough to investigate. I sent my best man, Korst, on the mission. He was ordered not to confront them, but to observe only. Unfortunately, he did not return, and I'm afraid something went very wrong.
How long's he been missing?
About 2 weeks. After 1 week went by, we'd started to fear the worst, so we mobilized and came here. Finding Korst is the main reason we're here. This fort gave us the perfect spot to rest, resupply, and prepare to find out what happened to him. So, we eliminated the bandits, took over the fort, tried to blend in and not draw attention to ourselves.
And Marcus said you had a plan?
Yes. Fortunately, the Imperials left everything behind when they abandoned this place. It looks like Elenwen herself was here.
Yeah, she was. She's definitely around in Skyrim. I met her at an embassy once. But what does that have to do with your plan?
I need you to pose as an Imperial officer with orders to transfer Korst back to Elenwen for interrogation. Legion prisoner transfer parties always travel in groups of 3, so Falco and Sienna will be going with you. As you can see, they're already in Imperial uniform, and you must do the same if this has any chance of working. We found some officer's armor that should fit you, and Alton put a little enchantment on it for you. It's only worn by high-ranking officers, so it should help you carry a bit more influence.
Okay.
If you have any other powers of persuasion, this would be the time to use them. Perhaps between the two it will be enough for this to work.
Sure. And what about the transfer order from Elenwen?
While searching the fort, we found a communique from her own hand, and were able to forge a transfer order to give to the men at the prison. If the Thalmor officers question you, remind them you're a special envoy from the embassy. They had best comply. Hopefully it'll be enough, but if not, you may have to resort to the old-fashioned way of negotiating.
Meaning kill everyone? This prison is surely to be heavily guarded.
Yes, it certainly will be. And make no mistake, those Thalmor bastards are beyond brutal. And I've heard there's a particularly ruthless justiciar named Arundel who may be in charge there. If it's the Arundel I know, you can be certain he will kill you on sight, so you must be careful.
Okay, so if Korst is alive, we'll bring him back, don't worry.
Thank you, friend. You know, Marcus seems to be quite impressed with you. Well, if he trusts you, then I trust you. The prison is located south of here, on the road past Fort Newgrad, heading to the Cyrodiil border. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Here's your armor. Don't forget to put it on. Please return as soon as you can, and good luck.
Okay.
No matter where the road takes us, my thoughts are of home.
Sure. Well, if we're going in disguise, I should probably leave you behind, Freya. So just relax around here for a bit, okay? I'll change into this armor. So yes, I followed the road south from Helgen. The prison is just around the corner. And here we are. Feels strange not to be wearing that mask. I've been wearing it for so long. Feels weird not to have it. But best to go in disguise, so no distinctive mask. In we go.
Who are you? And what do you want?
Prisoner transferred to cell block 1138 in the embassy. Here are your orders.
What? We'll see about this. I haven't been notified of any such orders. I'll have to clear this with my superior. Wait here.
Hopefully we don't have to escape through the rubbish chute.
My lord, there is an envoy here who appears to have orders for a prisoner transfer from Ellenwood herself. What shall I do?
This looks over, but I'll handle this. Come with me. I'm sorry. I haven't been given any orders concerning any transfer. I'm not able to release the prisoner at this time.
I am an Imperial officer and a special envoy from the embassy.
Yes, I've heard of you. It seems you're known as a hero in this petty civil war of yours. That's why we don't kill you on sight. Well, enjoy your time in the sun, Legionnaire. Your time will come soon enough. The reign of men will soon be over.
Are you threatening me? I'll only warn you once.
Of what? You suggest I comply? Yes, I know. Very well then. This place seems to be a revolving door of transfers anyway. Prisoners coming in, prisoners going back out, could make a lesser being crazy. And I'm sure Erendil will not be happy when he returns. But he will just have to take that up with Ellenwood, won't he?
Indeed.
Very well. Oronar will escort you to your prisoner. But you had better not tarry. Get your prisoner and leave.
Sure thing.
Need something?
Must have just accidentally passed you, don't worry. I do that sometimes. I was a bit confused for a second. Nice armor. Suits you. I have matching gauntlets. You know, you walk at a very awkward speed. If you don't mind me saying.
What are you waiting for? Kill me! Do it now! Come on, kill me now!
No, I'm not going to kill you. I'm going to slice you
this
bit
was for the
by
prisoner.
bit and make you eat your own flesh. And then I'm going to put you on my rack over there for a nice little stretch.
Geno, stop that immediately and back away. This prisoner is being transferred to the embassy.
Back away? I'm finally making some progress and he's just about to break. And you tell me to back away? Have you gone mad? I will do no such thing.
Oh yes you will, and you will do it now. You can take up your grievance with Erendil. Now step aside.
This is madness, I tell you. Madness! I was given specific orders to interrogate this prisoner, and that's exactly what I am doing.
Damn it, Geno. We have orders from Ellenwood to transfer this prisoner. Now back away, or you're going on report.
Very well then. But Arundel will have your head, not mine.
You may release your prisoner from his shackles and leave at once. I advise you to move quickly, as my friend can get a little testy.
Sure thing, I'll be on my way then.
Yes, I suggest you do that, immediately.
Thank you. Let me see if I can walk. So dizzy.
What are you looking at, you?
How can you absorb the soul of a dragon?
What? Okay, let's go.
I'm warning you. Stop!
Okay. What? Why? What happened? Why have they all got hostile? I'm already attacking you. Friend is here. Well, he must have known something was up. Must have had special orders or something. Oh, you know what? I should put my armor back on. That's not what I wanted to do. If you can get out of the way, I can... Thank you. Okay. They're all going so well. How do we get out of here? Can I point past the door? Ah, yes.
What was that?
What was that? Is someone there? Ah! Like the bite of a flea!
I'm definitely hitting friends here. Not enough magicka. Right. I'm a bit rusty. I've been fighting for a while.
Huh?
Okay, is that all of them? Are you okay?
Nothing like a brisk, cool day in Skyrim, is there, friend?
No. Now, how do we get out of here? Not that way. Aha! That's the way out.
You two! What the hell are you doing here? By Talus, we are lucky to be alive!
Valerius sent us to find you and bring you home. Did you think we would let you rot in here?
I didn't know, Falco. I thought I might die in this stinking place. I don't believe I know this person with you. Who is this man who fights like a true warrior?
A traveler, and a new friend of Marcus Jannus. Of course, you won't believe it. Marcus is in Skyrim.
Marcus Jannus in Skyrim? You must be drinking too much meat again, Falco.
No, it's true. And he's back in Helgen with Valerius.
Helgen? I bet Valerius never saw that one coming. Why is Marcus here?
I'm not sure, but something about rebuilding Helgen, I think. Of course, we can talk about that later. We need to go.
Yes. Let's get out of here before any more of those Thalmor maggots show up. Perhaps our new friend will lead the way. We will be right behind you.
Sure thing. Back to Helgen it is then. Okay, so we're back in Helgen, and it looks like everyone's down here
It's good
again.
the war is finally over. Hopefully the people
So,
resume their lives in peace.
You know, seeing Marcus again has been good for me. Thank you for that, friend.
You're welcome. I've brought along some friends to see you.
Shore's bones. I see now why Marcus has spoken so highly of you. Quite impressive. Now, let's see if we can find out what in the name of Akatosh is going on in that prison. Gorst, thank the gods you're safe. But how in Oblivion were you even captured?
I don't know how they found me. It's like they knew exactly where I was hiding. I never had a chance to escape.
Well, thanks to our new friend, you're okay now. Tell me what you learned.
It's a prison, all right, and it's heavily guarded inside. Well, it was heavily guarded. There are none alive in there now. The commandant was never there that I could tell.
Did anyone mention where he was?
I overheard the guards joking about him getting soft in their embassy, and spending too much time with some whore from the Tormas Tavern. But that's all I could hear them say.
Did you learn anything else?
Well, I didn't think much of it at the time, but I overheard the guard talking about how many prisoners were coming and going from the prison. And I noticed several new prisoners abruptly get taken away while I was there, just like he said. They were not tortured, beaten, or starved either. I guess they saved all of that for me. And wait. Yes. One group had a...
Even now, the Allmaker watches over us.
He was not old enough to fight. The guard was joking about raping the woman and selling the child to bandits as a slave. Could that be true? They are selling slaves?
Well now, that's certainly a lot to chew on. Excellent work, old friend. I'll check and see if any of my sources know about any of this. Thank you, Korst. You go get something to eat and some sleep. I need you well rested. Dismissed. You've done me a great service, friend. You saved his life, and for that I will never be able to repay you. Is there anything else you can add?
No, not really. I mean, like you said, apparently there've been a lot of prisoners coming and going. I heard the guard say that as well.
Did you hear anything about slaves?
No, but the prison was huge and Korst was the only prisoner, which seems rather odd to me.
That is odd, isn't it? So it looks like the elves are up to no good. Where else to easily kidnap people than in Skyrim? All they have to say is that they're worshipping Talos. I'm sure many of these enforcers skulking about in Skyrim are under their command. I know you've had a long day, and I won't keep you. We'll let you know when we have anything new. But please, check in with Marcus as soon as you can. Thank you again, my friend.
Sure. Well, Freya? That disguise mission is over, so you can come along with me again. And let's go and talk to this Marcus Jannus, of who I'm assuming is...
I was wondering if I could talk to you for a second.
Sure. What about?
I just wanted to introduce myself, mostly. I'm Sienna. There, formal introduction over. I feel better now, don't you?
Okay. Hello, Sienna. So what's your story?
Well, I like moonlit walks through the old ruins, candlelit workshops, and the feel of cold steel in my hand. You know, the same stuff as other women.
Uh-huh. You seem a bit different to other women.
I'm not quite sure how to take that, so I'll take it as a compliment.
I just mean, in with the band of mercenaries? Well, if that's... I'm not sure mercenaries is the right word, but... You don't really seem to fit in with this group. You're younger, which... I don't know, whatever. Anyway, anything else you can say?
If you're wondering how I ended up with a bunch of old soldiers from the Great War, they saved my life.
That's exactly what I was wondering.
When the elves burnt our farm, my parents hid me in a basket in the woods. Balfring found me and gave me to an orphanage until the war in Hammerfell was over. But he kept in touch through the years. And when I was old enough to be on my own, I joined them. He taught me everything I know about fighting, and especially armoring. Say, from what I saw at the prison, you know how to handle yourself out there. But if you ever want any company, come and get me, okay?
Sure. So... Marcus Jannus.
Oh, hello. Need something?
Yes, Valerius said he wanted to see me.
I praise the Nine you came along. Your help thus far has been invaluable, but it's time to make some difficult choices.
Okay.
Valerius and I have spoken at length about this. We value your opinion. We need more guards for the hold, as there's only a few of us right now. We're vulnerable to attack from several fronts, especially from the entrance through the caves, as well as the two main gates. There is no possible way the laborers and carpenters can begin their work if they're not able to do so safely. We need more guards.
I see. Well, the war is over. I mean, I could see if the Empire could spare a few guards.
Helgen was once controlled by the Empire, and I'm sure they want it back. And of course, your service to the Empire was legendary. But once you make this choice, there's no going back. So please, choose wisely. Are you certain this is what you want?
You don't sound convinced, do you? I guess that makes sense, actually, with the whole... Your guys are kind of against the Thalmor, and the Empire wouldn't like that with the whole White Gold Concord, whatever. They'd have to do something, so... Yeah, you have a good point.
Okay. Would you like to discuss anything else?
So maybe we could hire other guards and remain independent?
Yes. In fact, we prefer to remain unaffected by any outside entanglements or alliances.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Not that we necessarily have anything against either side in this civil war.
Oh, I do.
But we just think it would be best to remain an independent settlement. No one to answer to, no one snooping into our business, and most of all, no damn politicians to pull our strings. And it seems the Jarl Falkreath is occupied in his own matters, so it's unlikely we'll have any worries from him.
I'm one of his Thens as well.
Besides, he's abandoned this place anyway. So the way we see it, it's ours to do with as we please. So yes, this is exactly what we were hoping for. Are you absolutely certain this is what you want?
Well, I mean, it's your town, and I guess this would probably be the best way for your people, so sure.
I hoped that's what you would say. In fact, I already had Patsy post some notices in a few of the inns here in Skyrim. So far, he's made it to Whiterun, Solitude, Riften, Dawnstar, and Windhelm. But he says he doesn't care for carriages anymore, though. Check around in those inns to see if our notices have produced any potential recruits. If you can find, let's say, around 5 or 6 recruits, with the proper training from Korst, that should get us started. Have the recruits to gather in the courtyard, and when you're finished, report to Korst for further instructions. Good luck, and be safe.
Sure.
Oh, hello. Need something?
Sienna? You... I just wondered if you wanted to come along. You were talking about maybe wanting to join.
Okay, what is it? Ooh, I hope we're going somewhere dark and misty. Let's go.
It's probably dark and misty outside. So I've ridden to Whiterun, and my first stop is the Bannered Mare.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Sure. Send me, Patsy. Oh, you're the guy
Oh, hello. Is there something that you need?
that messaged me. Yes. Oh, told me to come and see. Yes, I haven't seen you here before. Kendrick. I'm looking for experienced guards. Are you looking for the job we posted?
Well, yes, I am.
What are your qualifications? Do you have any experience?
Well, I have a decent suit of armor and a well-made steel blade. And I'm Breton.
How about combat experience?
Oh, not really to speak of, like, war or anything. The Great War ended when I was just a kid. But I did see a mud crab down by the water recently. I stayed clear of him, though. They're horrible creatures.
That doesn't sound promising. I'm not sure what you were looking for, but thanks anyway.
Oh, please, please don't say that. I made it all the way here from High Rock on my own. I know I can do it if you just give me a chance. No one in my family ever did anything exciting. No one has been on any adventures or done any exploring. In fact, I'm the first one in my family to ever travel this far from home. I come from a long line of boring non-adventurers, all the way back to my great-great-grandfather, Nondrick. The most exciting thing he ever did was pick flowers and get chased by a wolf. But I want to be the first to break that tradition. So please, please at least let me try. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Sure. Head over to Helgen and maybe we'll give you a chance.
Oh, like a test. And if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
Well, I wouldn't really put it like that, but whatever. So, next stop, Solitude. I'll take the carriage. And here we are in Solitude. I'm checking the winking skeever.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Sure. I'm looking for experienced guards. Are you here for the job we posted?
Yes, the prey has finally found the hunter, no?
I don't think you would enjoy hunting me very much.
No? Giotto sees this, and this is good. But the hunter waits for you.
So if you're here for the job, what are your qualifications?
The hunter is skilled in the sword and the bow. Giotto served many years aboard ships from elsewhere as deckhand and guard. Giotto has many stories he could tell of wondrous places he has seen. Giotto likes the night. Stars very pretty in Skyrim. Giotto sees better at night. Can be very sneaky then.
This next song goes out to the Dragonborn, the savior of Skyrim.
So, what happened? Why are you not still sailing?
Oh, very bad on my last ship. Very, very bad. Sailors know like Giotto's dog. Sailors kill Giotto's dog and throw him in the sea.
Your dog?
Yes, Giotto likes dogs. Dogs are pretty. Can you get Giotto dog sometime?
If I run across one, I'll see what I can do, I suppose? So you left your last ship. Why?
Oh, sad. That ship, very bad. Giotto leave and stay in Skyrim for a while. Look for work.
Okay. Well, why don't you head off to Helgen then?
Oh, like a test. And if the hunter make it there, we pass. Very clever.
On that terrible
Sure.
day, steadfast.
Okay, so I've taken the carriage to Dawnstar, and I'm here to check the Wind Peak Inn.
It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal?
Oh,
It's
whatever.
evil, I tell you.
Dreams,
Erandur,
whatever.
she has a point.
So,
There's
a
no
couple
harm we
of
follow
red
these dreams,
guards.
But they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak.
I don't remember
trying to
seeing
help
red
us.
guards around here before.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can.
So, are you here for the job in Helgen?
Yes, we had about given up on you, but I'm glad you came.
What are your qualifications?
The Dominion killed our mother and father during the war in Hammerfell. Sorian and I were just children then. When they invaded, we had to run and hide in the fields to escape. After that, our older brother taught us to fight and survive off the land. So you might say we developed a certain skill set over the years. Make no mistake, we will make excellent guards for your town. Both of us are equally skilled in a blade and bow.
Okay. Head off to Helgen then, and we'll give you a shot.
Oh, like a test. And if we make it there, we pass. Very clever.
Not that clever, but whatever. Let's see. Let's take the boat to
My
Windhelm.
friend died.
You face danger without hesitation.
Indeed. Here we are in Windhelm. Oh yeah. You know, Freya, it occurs to me that you joined me to explore more of the world, and
Even now,
all
the
I'm really
Allmaker
doing at the
watches
moment
over us.
is wandering around Skyrim. And if I'm going to be training those guards in Helgen, I may be around there for some time.
It is good to see more of the world, for wisdom is the child of experience.
Sure, but if I'm going to be hanging around Helgen for a long time, you're not really going to see much more of the world.
Your fearlessness never
So I'm
ceases to
thinking
impress me.
maybe it's time you went home, back to your people. What do you think?
It has been an honor, Skal friend.
Indeed. I guess I'll see you some other time then. You can catch the boat back to Solstheim.
I wish the Nords, Argonians, and Dark Elves and Ring. Find the way.
So, goodbye Freya, yes. So the reason I was actually in Windhelm was to look for guards at, or potential guards in Candlehearth Hall, I believe. So let's go and have a look in there.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
This one's
Take
a
a
favorite
seat and get the cold out.
Legend we all know and love.
Let's see.
Our hero,
I don't remember you.
paints a warrior's heart.
I'm looking for experienced guards. Are you here for the job we posted?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that's very enthusiastic. Is there a problem?
All my life I've been picked on because I'm small. Everyone has always said I can't do the things I want to do because of it.
And what is it you want to do?
I want to be a warrior like the great Nords throughout history. It's just that no one has ever believed in me. They say warriors aren't supposed to be little. But they don't understand that small also means quick and agile. Light on your feet and stealthy.
Indeed.
You don't have to be a lumbering brute to be a good fighter.
You're right. There are many ways to fight.
Yes, and I'm good with the sword as well as with the bow. I would make an excellent guard, and will defend my post to the death if necessary. Do I get the job?
Sure. Travel to Helgen, talk to Kost in the courtyard, and wait for me there.
Oh, it's like a test. And if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
Whatever. Dwarven armor?
If it's a mercenary
Really?
you're looking for, you found him. There's no stronger sword arm for hire in all Skyrim.
No, I'm not looking to hire a mercenary. I'm looking to hire guards. There's a difference. Well, I've taken the carriage to
You want to
Riften.
talk to
It's
me
night time
after
now,
everything
and
you've
let's go
done.
and check the Bee and Barb.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Don't remember seeing you here before. Are you looking for a job, perhaps?
As you can see, there are many of my kind here in this town. They all said, come to Riften and make yourself a new life here. So Wanandun comes. And for what? There is nothing for me here. What would Wanandun do? Work in the fishery? Join the thieves? I'm not a thief, and I hate fish.
I'm looking for experienced guards for Helgen. Did you see our notice?
Yes, finally you came. That's the only reason I know leave this place. But Wanandun was about to give up on you.
Yeah, I've been all over the country checking inns for recruits, so it's been a bit hectic. Do you have any experience?
Oh, but yes. Wanandun is equally skilled in steel as well as stealth. I am now practicing my skills with the big sword. but I am able to use my bow anytime I need to. One Andun has not much use for the magic arts, but can heal self if I need to.
Okay. Head over to Helgen then.
Oh, like a test, and if I make it there, I pass. Very clever.
Whatever.
Yeah. What's your prop?
Ah, it looks like they're starting to clear up some of the rubble around here. Well, is everyone here now? I probably shouldn't have left my horse there.
Oh, hello! Always good to see you, Dragonborn.
Yeah, I've found 6 new recruits to begin training. Hopefully they all made it here.
Yes, I believe they are all waiting in the courtyard for your return. But before we address them, I need to ask you something.
And what is it?
Well, you saved my life from that stinking prison, and I value your opinion on their skills. I was wondering if you would be willing to help me with the evaluation of these new recruits.
How exactly?
We've been getting reports of trouble from people all over Skyrim. Bandits, vampires, Draugr, and whatnot. If you could scout out some of these reports and take a recruit with you each time, we can evaluate their skills more quickly.
That sounds just like the kind of thing I'd enjoy.
Great.